So as the US-backed coalition advanced on ISIS fighters in Nimrud, those brave Islamic State warriors decided to put up a valiant fight. You know, death before dishonor, we shall never surrender. Well, not really. You see, those mighty ISIS warriors actually went into full retreat mode. Golly, whatever happened to that whole martyrdom shtick? You know, getting rewarded in the afterlife with those 72, count them, 72 voluptuous black-eyed virgins, as long as you take out some infidels in a suicide mission. Gee, maybe the voluptuous virgin supply is somewhat depleted in the Middle East these days, and I guess the prospect of receiving a gaggle of promiscuous goats is a pretty poor substitute. Anyway, espousing the same exit strategy cockroaches use when that guy from PCO starts fumigating the kitchen, the ISIS vermin quickly scurried out of town. Actually, I think I now owe an apology to the cockroach community. You see, unlike the ISIS rank and vile, cockroaches don't actually vandalize anything fleeing for a safe harbor. But as those courageous soldiers of ISIS made their retreat to Mosul, they made sure to destroy several precious ancient ruins. Yet again, we bear witness to more adherents of the religion of peace, specializing in leaving the world in pieces. But it's oh so fitting that the ISIS vermin excel at destroying artifacts from ancient civilizations, because civilization and radical Islam are kind of like the cobra and the mongoose. They're simply not compatible. In fact, many observers characterize the ongoing war between the West and radical Islam as a clash between two civilizations. But calling this current geopolitical situation a clash between different civilizations is intellectually dishonest. What's really occurring here, as Mark Stein once adroitly noted, is a clash between civilization and barbarism. There is no middle ground. It's either the rule of law or Sharia law. It's either civility or savagery. It's either equality or misogyny. The fact that these self-loathing ISIS members make it a point to demolish what remains of ancient civilizations is so very telling. Savages can't create. They can only destroy. Their acts of grotesque vandalism are inherent behavior for those who are infantile and incompetent. But thankfully, due to upcoming regime change in the US, it's going to be a whole lot harder for the barbarians at the gate to actually get past the gatekeepers. While the anti-Trump social justice warriors scream racism regarding impending new immigration and refugee policies, controlling those who come into a country is all about preventing a nation from being, well, contaminated by people who simply don't share Western values. Indeed, why would any Western nation want to welcome those who look upon women as second-class citizens, unable to vote or drive or even leave the house without the permission of a male relative? Why would any Western nation want someone who is more beholden to Sharia law than, say, the Constitution or the Bill of Rights? Why would any Western nation want someone who thinks infidels, be they those of a different religion or those of a different sexual orientation, should be killed? The answer, of course, is that regardless of your political leanings, you really don't want such toxic individuals becoming citizens. Values do matter. And although a legion of social justice warriors will have you believe that, quote, no one is illegal, the fact remains, if a nation has no admission standards and has no borders, is it really a nation at all? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Like what you just saw? Then click below and never again miss another Rebel update.